Hello, welcome to Get Real with Judy Jewett. I am your host. The month of November is going to be an Egyptian month, and that is going to be, I will be in Egypt for 2 weeks. You are personally invited to join my WhatsApp group, and you can get correspondence. You will have pictures, you will see channeling messages. You will also be a part, like I said, of a movement. And going to Egypt this year is definitely a movement. So just let you know that. And with that, I am going to begin. Oh, another thing I do want to say about the Egyptian month is it's going to be for people in ancient history. Now, you might have heard of them and you might not have heard of them. I, I, I'm not for sure. So they are, if you've been on the spiritual path for a while, you might have heard about Isis, known as Isis, and which is a goddess to her husband Osiris. She is a master teacher. And then you have Osiris, and then you have Thoth. And then Isis and Osiris had their last child is named Horus. And you're going to learn about where they're from. They're not from this planet. And so this may be stretching you a little bit. Um, that life really does exist many other places on this planet. I want you to be comfortable with that. Is nothing to be in fear about. We're talking about non-duality. We're talking about spirits and master teachers that are pure love and light. Very different, than some you might have heard of. You're going to know because all their messages are upbeat. They're so positive. They are, they're coming from divine truth, the absolute truth. So they may say something that you have a question about, maybe you're uncertain about. That's okay. Ask me questions. Um, you also may not believe it, and that's okay too. This show is about figure things out yourself. I'm giving you information, take what you like and leave what you don't like. However it is, but I'm here to help you wake up to a higher consciousness because that's who you are. You are soul. You are a higher consciousness. Okay, so back to Egypt. So in Egyptian time, the four that I mentioned, of course, were a part of history. And so with my trip to Egypt, which begins the 10th of November to the 24th, that's why I picked this month to talk about Egyptian history. You will have a chance to just dive in and learn more. So, if you want to join the WhatsApp group that is going to be really diving in deeper with the Egyptian times, please go to sign up at www.eventswithjudy.com. You do give your information. It's kept private and it just then puts you on my email list that if we ever want to do some correspondence or I have something I want to share with you, I can personally send you the links to the latest shows. So that's really a really nice thing. Plus, I'm going to be using spiritual tools that will help you advance and be more at peace and happier on the WhatsApp group. So please make sure you go if you have an interest to learn more and be a part of the Egyptian trip. And it is there again is www.eventswithjudy.com. Today we are going to begin with Osiris. Now, just so you know, in the beginning, there was God. Now, there was God. And the God that I talk about isn't necessarily has the traits or the vibration of the God that I have read about because it was an angry God. And when you get to know the creator like I do, there is, and you can communicate with the creator, God is pure love. God does not judge. I mean, God is love. Whether you like God or not, God loves you. I mean, that is a universal truth. So with that, the three that came that God created, that was a part of God immediately, were Osiris, Isis, and Thoth, just so you know. And so you hear a lot about the Egyptian history, but there's some truth, but there's a lot of things that stories and so forth. And of course, that's been like 5,000 years ago? I mean, a very, very long time ago. Not for sure I got 5,000 words right. I don't think I got that correct. But the fact is, it was before Christianity, before Christ. Okay? So like I said, let's begin. I am a guardian of humanity, and yet I am a very expressive individual that has opened the fullness of Andromeda to all those that would like to visit my room. Now, is to remind you that there is life in the universe, many, many universes, many, many places. And so you can look it up. There is Andromeda, there's Lyra, there's many star systems, star planets. And these that I'm specifically talking about only have non-duality. We are a duality planet. And so it makes a difference. And it makes a difference. And, oh, this is another thing I want to tell you that you probably don't know. But if you've heard of spaceships and people are out there from other planets and ETs from spaceships, that when you are a non-dual being, you don't need a spaceship because you know how to move through like a portal of energy. You're perfection. You got it all. You know all the universal laws, and you are pure love and light. And you can't even relate to anything that is not pure love and light, just so you know. Okay, so a little bit of extra information, just breathe and take it in, and I will continue with Osiris. And though history writes me as a great Egyptian god, I actually am the king of Andromeda. My beloved is Isis. We have many children that exist in non-dual worlds in most universes. I am a teacher and a mentor to humans. And those throughout the history of the sentient beings of Earth that have reached certain states of enlightenment and openness to advancement become indeed open to learn and to express their wonder at the higher possibilities for themselves, because it is one of my gifts to shine onto others what truly is their highest possibility. And I also am a mirror today, showing them that throughout all of the existence of every species, of the everything, that the human beings of the earth are so dearly loved. That's you and me, because you are the youngest species of sentient beings that exist throughout the full expanse of all universes. Your species is beloved because we all stand in readiness and have from the beginning to support your advancement when ready. And now I believe that you're all coming into readiness. Your hearts are open. You are aware of the laws that are being expressed to you. You understand that the life that you're creating is of your making. You have been shedding and pulling off of you the rags of poverty. And when I say poverty, I'm not speaking always of monies. I am also speaking of poverty, the consciousness that you are less and that you deserve less, or that you must earn love from the Great One and support from all of us. None of this is ever true. The master beings, the master teachers refer to the Creator God as the Great One. And the Great One, the Creator God, is he and a she because they're individual and they're one. Okay. And everybody has another, just so you know. You're never judged. You're never directed to do anything. You're supported to choose. Allow yourself to begin hearing all of us, the angels that are guardian to you, those of light that are us, that have championed earth and all of the beautiful peoples like yourself. We do not, from any reason beyond our true passion, to support you, and not so that we can direct you, make you a puppy dog, or to control. Instead, we follow the laws of the Great One. We never intend to evolve anyone beyond their most readiness. We always support an individual to raise their standard to love themselves more. And we always and in every moment shine on to an individual the vision of who they can and truly within themselves possess as the instrument of their true making, of the life that is unveiling as they have designed it. Because I'm a teacher of humans, when it comes to a point of readiness, where you are ready to be mentored, please call on me. Call on others. For all that are following the lines of support that is validly elevated individuals into the new tomorrow and the beginning of something great. We all are teaching you how to discern for yourself, to design for yourself, to define what it is that you would like, the outcome of what you would deserve. And what you deserve is what you choose. What you choose can change in the tomorrow. That does not make you a flappity gibbet if you change your mind. It means that you have an open mind and you allow yourself to change the recipe, to change the whole menu, if you would like, of the life experience. You have the power. Don't forget that. You are that powerful. You have the privilege. You have the world that is not throwing rocks at you for making choices. You are free to be yourself, to rise to that highest pinnacle of who you can be, and to let that be your guide. That surety of self, that element of self that speaks to you from your heart to hearts. Spark of essence, the soul, the high mind, and that which is always guiding you somewhat, and that is yourself that is with the Great One. For indeed, unknown to many is that you actually are capable of bleeding and breaking bones, living a full life, and perhaps even dying. You still also exist as part of the Great Oneness and the Great One. You call it the pre-existence. You call it the beginning. You call it the origin. You call it whatever you wish. None of us has truly ever left. They have not left. They've always been a part of here. There is so much love. There is so much good that you may have forgotten about. Angels, call on the angels. There is so much help spiritually for you. You just have to ask and you have to trust yourself. Humans have forgotten how to trust themselves. We grow up in a difficult life of pain and suffering, of of well, I was going to say a lot of conditions that do not feel like love. And then we have all that. Then we have the collective. We had the collective consciousness where all the energy goes from the beginning of humans. Then we have your ancestors, our ancestors, and we take on all of their stuff. Oh my God, we have the weight on our world, do we not? However, the good news is we are living in the moment, in the time of Earth, that Mother Earth, known as Gaia, is transforming and going higher, higher in energy. And you get to be a part of that, and you get to grow, and you get to expand as well. And it's all about you waking up to who you are inside and find out you can live your full potential in the purest form. To end today, it says, we are living this corporeal existence as a gift from the Great One, the Creator, the God. Live it and let yourself thrive, Osiris. With that, you might have questions. You might want to know something. You might want to give some experiences that maybe you've had, and that's good. You can reach out to me at support@judygillett.com, and I will answer your message, and I can share information. If you have a question, and I could share it with the listeners because they may have the same question. It's about us tapping into our God self and learning to remembering our intuition and learning how to trust ourselves and wake up to more of who we are. And with that, thank you very much. And um, I'll be seeing you next week.